Hi, everybody. Welcome in. This is a 30-minute noon flow, and we will be focusing on the breath, moving the breath through the body. A lot of awareness there. So when you are ready, please come to stand at the top of the mat, toes together, heels apart. And just take a moment to arrive here. Find your mountain pose. So feel the four corners of the feet pressing down into the earth. Maybe shift the weight forward and back. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a slight bend in the knees and tilt that pelvis under. Draw the belly to the spine. Knit the ribs in. Spread the collarbones wide. Drop the shoulders. Spin the palms forward and stand up tall. And let's all take a deep breath in together to begin. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Meet your hands at heart center. I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Anything that comes up is perfect. Maybe it's to be fully present for these next 30 minutes. Maybe it's to energize the body or decompress. Flutter the eyes open. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky, meeting them at the top. And exhale, hands come through heart center, sealing the intention. Inhale deeply through the nose, sweep the hands up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a slight bend in the knees. And when you arrive, begin to shift the weight forward and back on the feet. Catch the elbows. Shake the head yes and no to completely release the head and the neck. And take a few beats here to gather yourself. Take a gaze at your mat. Take a gaze at your feet. Ready to get moving. Inhale, halfway lift. Tailbone reaches back, crown reaches forward, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to the feet to rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hand, step back to a plank. And rock forward and back, waking up the wrists and the ankles. You can always drop the knees here. And just tilt forward and back, maybe taking circles to the right and to the left. And find stillness here. As always, please listen to your body. Your body is your best teacher. If something doesn't feel right, please step out of it. I will try to offer as many modifications as I can. And child's pose is always an option. And the next exhale, lower slowly to the belly. Zip up the toes and the legs. Inhale, cobra, peel that heart off the ground. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, fold. Forehead comes to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Really feel your pelvis rooting down through the ground here. Exhale, forehead to the mat. One more, inhale, cobra. This time, hover the hands. And take a few deep breaths here. On the inhale, rising up just a little bit. And on the exhale, squeezing the legs together, planting them down into the ground. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Press up to a plank. And back to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments to pedal the legs. Find your micro movements that you love. Maybe you drop the heels over to the left and the right. Take a deep bend in the knees. Start to feel where your body is at the moment. And when you feel complete, find stillness. And let's draw the attention to the breath here. So the next inhale through the nose and see if you can trace the breath all the way down to the heels. So inhale through the nose, draw it up the spine to the tailbone and then down to the heels. Inhale, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, drip those heels down towards the ground. Another one, inhale, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, drop the heels. And now step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Now clasp your hands behind the back. You can also use the strap here. And press your hands towards the ground and see if you can close the pinky side of your hands. Spread the collarbones wide and keep the pelvis tucked under here. Deep inhale. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, fold forward. Let your palms just relax and way down, getting a nice stretch in the fronts of the shoulders. And release the hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank. And we'll start to warm up the core here. So take the right knee into the nose, hold it here, and then tap the right knee on the ground and then pull it up. That's 1. Tap, pull it up. 2, tap, pull it up. 3, tap. 4, tap. Really pull that knee and the foot up as high as you can. Tap. 7, 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Hold it in. Pull the belly up to the spine. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, reach that leg up. 3-leg downward facing dog. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches into the nose. Find that cheetah. And we'll do the same thing. So tap the left knee on the ground, rise it up to the nose. Tap it down, rise, tap. 3, tap. 4, tap. 5, tap. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. 10. Pull it in. And 3-leg down dog. Reach that leg back and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank. Drop the knees. Find yourself in a tabletop position. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Untuck the toes and press the tops of the feet into the ground. And we'll do some cat-cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, heart shines forward. And exhale, cat. Round the back. Tuck the chin, gaze to the belly. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Doing this on your own breath, at your own pace, and you can come up high onto the fingertips if you'd like to give your wrists a little relief, or you can come up to fists as well. Really starting to warm up the spine here. Taking barrel rolls if you like that. Moving the ribs to the side. And the other way. And when you're ready, find a neutral tabletop position. And we'll move into a puppy for a bit. So walk the hands forward and drop the heart towards the ground, also called heart melting pose. And you can come up high onto the fingertips here to give a little extra stretch to the armpits. And you can place the forehead or the chin on the mat. And just find this deep opening in the front side body. And return to a neutral tabletop. Stretch that left leg back and lift it up so it's parallel to the ground. Plug the belly into the spine and think about internally rotating that leg so that the left hip is the same level as the right hip. Reach the right arm forward, spin the thumb up to the sky. Find this long line of energy from the left heel all the way through the right fingers. Reaching in either directions. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, curl it in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach and hold. And we're going to do this airplane hover mode. So left foot reaches out to the side and right arm reaches out to the side. So kind of like a hovering airplane. So reach out to the side and return. Reach. Return. Keep everything parallel. Reach. Return. One more. Reach and hold here. See if you can raise that left foot up just a bit. Right arm up. Return to neutral and release to your tabletop. Beautiful. Shake it out. And next we will reach that right leg back, lift it up. Think about internally rotating the right foot, the right leg. Lift the left arm up, reaching it in front of you. Left thumb spins to the sky. And find all the length you can here from the right heel all the way through the left fingers. Inhale. Exhale, curl it in, elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend and hold. And we'll do those hovers. So right foot reaches out to the right to the side. Left hand reaches to the left. And returning to neutral. Reach it out. Center. Out. Center. Reach out. Center. Last one, out and hold. See if you can raise the right foot up a bit, left hand up. Deep inhale. Return to your tabletop. Beautiful. Shake it out. And tuck the toes under. We'll hover the knees just an inch off the ground. So press into the hands, hover the knees. And we'll take a few beats here. Tap into the breath. See if you can move the breath through the entire body. The breath is the best friend here. Let the breath be loud, audible. You can always drop the knees and take a break whenever you'd like. We'll be here for 10 more seconds. Beautiful. Release the knees down and we'll press back to a child's pose for a moment. Sink the hips towards the heels. You can open the knees or keep them parallel. Relax the arms on the mat, the forehead on the mat, and just take a beat. Notice how the body rises on the inhale and relaxes on the exhale. And return to your tabletop. Press into a plank, downward facing dog. And step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down through the feet to rise up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank. Lower slowly to the belly, take a cobra or take a chaturanga, pressing to your upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises up to the sky, flex the foot, reach that heel away. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. We've been here before. Think about pulling that right foot heel up as well. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, right knee to left armpit, so twisting under. Inhale, reach that leg up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, hold here. Feel the right obliques crunching in and up. And then place that right foot outside of the right hand, coming into your lizard lunge. So rock forward and back, maybe readjust the hands, take them outside of the mat for a little more space in the shoulders. And you can stay here, or you can lower the back knee and untuck the toes. Walk the hands in. Finding your favorite variation of this pose, I'll take us to a little bit of a quad stretch. So bend the back knee and reach that right arm up to the sky. Spin around and catch the foot with the hand. And then press the foot into the hand. And you might feel a really big stretch on the front of the left hip flexor and the thigh. And you can spin onto the outside of the right foot as well to get a little rotation in. Maybe you look over your toes, the right toes. Finding this openness. And maybe you like to apply a little gentle pressure onto the left foot to pull it in, curl it in closer to the butt. And return to your lizard lunge. So lift the back leg up. And we're going to spin around to a wide leg forward fold. So toes are a little bit facing in, heels are out. And find your favorite expression of this pose. Maybe you catch the elbows or catch the outsides of the ankles or the feet. Skandasana, bend into the left knee, turn the left toes out 45 degrees, spin onto the heel of the right foot, hands come to heart center. Use the left elbow to press into that left foot, opening the hip a bit. The right leg is fully engaged. Stay here, or you can take an opener. So left hand plants on the ground, right arm sweeps up. Find that nice heart opening stretch here. You can also move into a bind. Bend the left elbow, bend the right elbow, and catch them both behind the back. And then sit back up. Breathe into the right collarbone if you're in the bind. And we're going to make our way to a warrior two with the right leg bent. So if you can do that without the hands, slowly press into the left leg, pull yourself up, Warrior two. You can use the hands to get here as well. Take a moment to set up the legs here. Bend into that right knee 90 degrees. Bellies to spine, knit the ribs in, drop the shoulders down. Gaze over those two front fingers and breathe. And we'll come up high onto the right toes and do a few bounces here. Just bouncing in, kind of opening up that hip a bit, firing up the right quad. And if being on the front toes doesn't work, just return to your full foot. And then find stillness. Reverse the front palm and reverse the warrior. Right arm sweeps up and over to the back. Find that nice long line of energy from the right hip all the way through the right fingers. Warrior two. And then we're going to move into a triangle pose. Straighten the front leg. Heel toe the back foot in a few times. Tilt forward and reach forward with that right arm as much as you can. And then tilt down into your triangle, Trikonasana. And let this pose feel really good. And find space in between both sides of the ribs. So this pose is about finding space in the upper body. So see if you can lift up just a few more inches and really breathe into both sides of the ribs. So on the inhales, feel your ribs expand. Half moon, left hand comes to the hip. Gaze 2 feet in front of your right foot, and then move into your half moon. You can have a block here. I have my moving boxes. I'm moving in a few days. Opening the hip, the left hip open to the side. And the left hand can stay on the hip, or you can reach it up to the sky. Finding a nice opening here. Keep the left foot engaged, left leg flexed. One more deep breath. Exhale, release, forward fold. Shake it out. We'll move into the other side. I'm gonna switch so you guys can see me. Inhale, reach up and stand up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Maybe tap back into your intention here before our last flow. Notice the heartbeat. Notice how the body feels. Notice the quality of the breath. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, make your way through a flow or meet in a downward facing dog. This time the left leg rises up to the sky. Flex the foot, square the hip. Exhale, cheetah, knee comes to the nose. Inhale, reach that leg up. Exhale, left knee to right armpit, twist it up and under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Hold it here. Really feel those left obliques pulling in and up. And then set the left foot right beside the left hand, coming into our lizard lunge. Scoot back a little bit. Again, you can move your hands around to find more space for the shoulders. Maybe they come outside of the mat onto the fingertips. Rock forward and back, getting into that hip. You can stay here or find your favorite expression of this pose. I'll move into that thigh stretch. So bring the right hand underneath of you, bend the back knee, left arm reaches up, Swing it back to catch the back foot. Press the foot into the hand and twist open. Maybe you come onto the pinky side edge of the left foot, finding a little more space, feeling it in the outside of the left hip and the front of the right hip. And maybe you pull that right foot in towards the booty. And release all of that. Return to your lizard lunge. We're moving into a wide leg forward fold. You can stay in the fold here, or you can take a wide leg downward facing dog. Finding all the space and the length in between each of the bones in the back and the neck. Skandasana, bend into the right knee, turn the right toes out 45, spin onto the heel of the left foot, hands come to heart center. Use the right arm to press gently into that right leg to open the hip more. Hands come to heart center, spread the collarbones wide. And if this doesn't work for you, you can always come up here into this lunge. And you can find that opening if you'd like to plant the right hand outside, left arm sweeps up, finding that nice opener. Or move into the bind, bending both elbows and catching the wrists behind the hip. And we're moving into a warrior two. So use the hands or use the strength in the right leg to lift you up, pressing into your warrior two at the top of the mat, bending into the left knee. Set this up, bend 90 degrees into that front leg with the knee pressing out to the left. Belly is to spine and knit those ribs in. Gaze over those two front fingers and breathe. Again, we'll come up onto the toes of the front leg, 90-degree bend, and find those little pulses, those little bounces. And if you don't like coming up onto the toes, you can just return your entire foot to the mat. And reverse the warrior. Flip the front palm, left hand goes up to the sky and over to the back. Finding that nice stretch from the left hip all the way through the left fingers. Warrior two, straighten the front leg triangle. So scoot that back foot in, tilt forward and reach forward with that left hand, and then tilt down into your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Try not to let the weight just fall into that left hand. See if you can use the right hand to kind of pull yourself up and add more space to the left side of the body. Again, breathing into the rib cage on both sides. Half moon, right hand comes to the hip. Take a slight bend in the left knee and look 2 feet in front of the left foot. And then shift the weight forward. Left hand can come to a block or the floor. Opening that right hip out. Keep the right foot flexed. The right hand can reach up to the sky, finding your half moon. One more breath. And forward fold, release it all, shake it out. And the knees come to the mat. We'll take a quick twist to close out the practice. So come to a comfortable seat. You can sit on the heels like this, or find your easy pose, sweep both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind you like a kickstand, twisting over, maybe gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, come through center, other side, twist to the left. Right hand comes to the left knee, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, come through center, reach up, hands come to heart center. Take a moment here. If you have time for a traditional Shavasana, I invite you to take that. I will go ahead and close out the class here. Just one more moment to dip back into the intention. Tap back into the breath. Notice the shifts in the space that you've created in the mind, the body, and the spirit. And take that with you in all that you do. Namaste. Thank you all for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Have a beautiful day.